Well, a chance encounter in America's first national park nearly 2 decades ago changed the course of one man's life. And now he's made it his mission to track down the missed connection that saved him. Our Louise just has this incredible story, 17 years in the making.
Yep. Down the road, try to listen.
For Ryan Isley, every day starts with a journey back in time.
Take it easy.
It doesn't take long for him to turn a gas station off the interstate into his own one-night-only performance.
Well, you still can.
Despite being born in the early 90s, it's the blasts from the past that speak to him the most.
Well, the first song I remember ever hearing is this song. And my mom played it for me.
Ryan lives each shift and each song like it's his last because he knows how quickly it can all fall apart.
September 28th, 2002.
The day everything changed for spunky 11-year-old Ryan Isley. The towering steeple-like rocks known as the Hoodoos, just south of Mammoth Hot Springs in Yellowstone National Park, still new and wonderful to Ryan. The preteen had only moved to Gardner, Montana from his home in Michigan 3 months earlier, joining his father Art, following the sudden death of his mom and grandmother. Nothing about the day particularly stood out.
Oh, it was a Saturday. We started out crock pot full of vegetable soup, hiking around like we're doing now. This is the rock right up here he fell from. He decided, although the kids were up there climbing, he had asked me to go up there. I said, be careful, of course.
I climbed up on these rocks. I went in on one rock and I would take a picture and then get up on this one that's roughly 50 feet. And it's a 90-degree angle drop off on the other side.
It's quite a drop.
And I stand up and he takes a picture of me and I was jokingly getting to the edge. I was like, Dad, catch me, because he was at the bottom.
The towering limestone pillars already dwarfing the 11-year-old, but their size didn't become terrifyingly clear until he fell.
My dad was like, stay right there, I'll come and get you. Before he could finish his sentence, I fell. Just straight down.
Straight down, about 50 feet, onto the rocks below.
His head smashed into these rocks all the way down and landed probably right here. His eyes rolled back in his head, and I thought he was dead.
I could hear in the background like somebody, dear God, please help me.
I picked him up screaming, ran down this trail, got down to the cement area there.
A couple from New York happened to have a cell phone. Remember, this is 2002, way before cell phones were as popular as they are today, long before they were supposed to work in the park. But it seems someone had an eye out for Ryan on that day. The couple making a call that likely saved his life.
And we got into the ambulance, and that's when I met the couple. They were here on their honeymoon, and they were really nice people. I vaguely remember them. I think he had brown hair, actually.
They just happened to be at the Hoodoos, and they happened to have a cell phone, and they dialed 911.
It was Park Ranger Rick McAdam who answered the call, arriving on the scene just minutes later. Ryan was rushed to the closest hospital, more than 60 miles away in Livingston. But the 11-year-old's injuries were so severe, he was flown another 118 miles to Billings to undergo emergency brain surgery. The couple following Ryan and his father, driving Art's car all the way to Billings as he flew alongside his son.
They just did it because they wanted to help.
Skull fragments penetrating his brain. Doctors say without immediate treatment, Ryan's chances of living a full life would have looked much different. Now 28 years old and a father of his own, Ryan's still living with the impacts of that fall.
It's almost Friday. My head injury and epilepsy has left me disabled,
Giving him a greater understanding for the pain his father felt that day.
No, this is the spot.
No one's going to forget their own child.
This is the spot right here.
Seeing their own child fall.
With the incident leaving him scarred in more ways than one.
Do you ever have flashbacks to those moments?
All the time. All the time.
Ryan's had several surgeries, from metal plates to shunts. Most recent complications had him flying back to Billings just last year. One thing that has never left his mind, even 17 years later, the people who saved his life. Ryan contacted us in April, asking for our help in trying to find the people who came to his rescue all those years ago.
I want to thank them for saving my life.
We haven't been able to find that couple with his cell phone, but after knocking on a few doors in Gardner and making a couple of phone calls, I was able to track down Park Ranger Rick McAdam, who was the first on scene after Ryan's fall. We organized a reunion at a bakery here in Paradise Valley.
Just walk right in there, huh?
Yep. Rick.
Must be Ryan.
It's been a while.
Yeah, when I saw you, you were what, 12 years old?
How you
I was
doing?
12. How are you doing?
Good. It's been a while.
Yeah, quite a while.
Just like old friends, the three of them sipping coffee and swapping stories about that life-changing day and their lives over the last 17 years.
I have a daughter now. She's 18 months. Her name's Mariah. She's so cute.
Well, 18 months?
Oh, yeah.
Granddad now.
Several times over. Several times over, yeah.
The meeting providing closure not just for Ryan.
We sometimes don't find out what happens to the patients that we deal with. So it's nice to know that you're still here.
While Rick recalls the couple that helped Ryan, no one can remember a name or any way to get in touch with them.
I know I will find them.
Ryan's still hoping someone will see this story and be able to put two and two together. Who was that New York couple honeymooning in Yellowstone on September 28th of 2002? Ryan would like to meet them and thank them.
I would probably give them both a big bear hug and probably cry. I just want to say thank you for helping me.
Then he can finally take it easy. Bozeman, Rachel, Louise, Just, Montana Right Now.
And we certainly thank Ryan for reaching out to us so that he can thank the couple that saved his life. And now this is where we need your help. Does Ryan's story sound familiar? Do you know really anyone that fits the description of the couple? No tip is too small. Be sure to send us anything that might help find Ryan's saviors to newsroom@abcfoxmontana.com. And you can share this story with the hashtag #FindTheYellowstone Saviors.